So my name is Terry Lawson. As you can see, my voice is gone, so I'm using my mini mic to help me talk and help project my voice to you guys. So if you don't know by now, this is Terry's Table Talk, and in this episode we're going to talk about me from being the center of attention, aka being a student athlete and getting all the smiles and all the attention, to being a sports marketing assistant, athletics marketing assistant, and transitioning in from being a student athlete to actually working behind the scenes at sporting events. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of my insight and my tips and how I managed through that, and how I also got my job, how I got my old job actually working with FAU. So to start off, I was a cheerleader at Florida Atlantic University for 2 years, and I enjoyed my time there, of course, and it was fun. So at the time around I think February, they had a sports marketing internship, not sports marketing internship, a creative athletics creative content internship. And I was like, you know what, that sounds perfect for me. I should do that. Like, that's one of my goals, and that was my major actually. My major was multimedia studies and film, video, and new media. So, you know, we wasn't going to nationals at the time. Well, we wasn't going to nationals at all. So that was the perfect time for me to get my internship and actually start working in the college athletics world. So for my tip to for girls or anybody who wants to work in sports, you need to get your internship, and get your internship with that college. Like, you can email somebody, you could make connections with people, but first of all, just get your internship. But I'm gonna talk about the tips afterwards. Of course, I just got sidetracked. So I got my internship with athletics social media and creative content. So I worked with a lot of people that I didn't get to know at the time. And, you know, it was hard, of course, because everybody was leaving. Like, once you work in college athletics, you know that college athletics is like a revolving door. Like, somebody comes and goes, somebody can stay for a long time, but people really do come and go when it comes to college athletics. And, you know, it sucks, but, you know, that's how it goes. And once I got my internship, I had it for a long time. I had it for this whole entire summer too. So I used to do media days for the different sports teams. I did football camp days, and football had like their camp practices and stuff like that. I did that also. And then I graduated from FAU, and my internship covered my majority of my credits afterwards. I only had like 4 more credits left. So my internship covered that. When I graduated from Florida Atlantic University, you know, it's kind of I was excited, of course. You know, who's not excited to be graduating from college or university with your degree? But, you know, it's kind of a downtime, you know, so I had to find a job, you know, hoping that, you know, college athletics, like my internship, will open the door for me to getting a job. And quite frankly, it didn't. So I was still working as an unpaid intern, which, you know, I always say, like, it was a good thing that I did that, because at the end of the day, I still got a job with the school, with the department, but I didn't get the job that I wanted. I just got the job that, you know, that was available at the time, which was a marketing assistant, of course. So it was a very depressing time around that time of me looking for a job. And, you know, it's like, everybody's gonna go through that. Everybody's gonna go through that downtime and that down period, and you just gotta, you know, take with a grain of salt and realize, like, this is just building you up to that point where you want to be at. So once I got my job with the marketing assistant, it was actually really, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did not like working as a marketing assistant. It was not fun for me. My first year, it wasn't fun for me, because, you know, it was something completely different that I wasn't used to. I was used to just making videos, taking pictures, doing social media stuff. So it was like very hard to transition from that to going into marketing, which marketing actually helps out in the long run. So I'm gonna tell you about that afterwards. So for year end, I learned my ropes on how to do like game day production, game day promotions, marketing plans, like learning all to do that, learning how to do emails, learning how to do text messages. So stuff to bring the crowd in, that's what I was doing. And it was fun. It had its moments, it has its perks. Like, you know, I met Antonio Brown, I met Kodak, I drove in the car with Kodak. It was so fun. And then and our basketball team made it to the Final Four, of course. But I didn't get no credit for that part and helping with the social media part. We're gonna just skip that part though, because I don't hold no more grudges. But then I got into a bigger position. Like, I was in charge of my own sport my own sport was volleyball, and I actually enjoyed that so much because I got to do more. I was more hands-on, and I was just more involved. So I got to make volleyball like my own game day production of how I wanted it to look and how I wanted it to be. And I think majority of everybody enjoyed volleyball season so much just because like I got to put my own little twist on things. And then I still did social media and stuff too. So I actually made social media projects this whole entire my last year of working in marketing. I made social media my whole entire project. Like I will be the one to be like, okay, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this fun social videos, I can do that. So I always put myself first, making sure I get all my experience in before I can sit here and move on. And that's what my mentality has changed from my first year of working in athletics, college athletics marketing, to my last year working in college athletics marketing. So that's what changed. Like my mindset is like, okay, I don't like marketing. Marketing is not my cup of tea. I really don't care about the fan engagement part, but I'm gonna make it what it is. Like I'm gonna make sure I dedicate myself to it, give it 110%, and make sure that like it's what I want it to be. I'm gonna get all my experience out of it. I'm gonna get all my knowledge out of it. I'm gonna extract everything I can out of this experience just so I could build up my resume and build up my portfolio. Like if y'all look, I don't know where I'm gonna put my portfolio at, but I'm gonna put it somewhere. But you can see my portfolio has grew so much from the first time I did working in college athletics to like recently leaving college athletics. So you can see that. But yeah, then I left my job. Of course, I went and got another job. I'm not gonna tell you where at, but I got another job too. So yeah, transitioning from being a college athlete to working on the business side of it and like, you know, the background part of it, it was very hard because, you know, being a cheerleader, you know, you have all the attention on you. So now that you don't have the attention on you, you just gotta find a way to make the attention on you. And it can be from being a athlete to being a marketing person, and you can still make everything your own. You can still tweak it like, oh yeah, that's Terry's work, or yeah, that's how Terry is, that's how Terry's work is going to be. So that's how I thought about it, and that's how like I got through my thing. So for any girl who wants to work in college sports, here's a few tips, or anybody that works in one of college sports, there's a few tips. First tip number one, you need to get an internship. Like you need to talk to somebody in your college athletic department. You can send out emails, you can do anything. Reach out. You always need to reach out, pitch yourself to them, tell them what you want to do, and hopefully listen. You may never know who's going to respond back to you with okay, yeah, we can do this. You never know. As long as you put yourself out there first, you have to put yourself out there in order for you to succeed. Then next thing, you never, and this is for my girls too, you never let a man tell you what to do. If a man sit here and say, well, I don't think we should do this, I don't think you should do that, you ignore it and you keep doing what you're doing. If you think you have the bright plan, you fall into the bright plan. You make your steps, you see how it's going to look, you jot it down, you write it down, you visualize it, and you still exceed at it. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that, because at the end of the day, you can, and you can do it. Always. You got to put your twist on things. You always got to put a little salt, a little pepper. You got to always put your twist on things, because at the end of the day, it's you that's in charge. So listen, working in college sports, especially as a female, is very hard and it's very challenging sometimes, because at the end of the day, there's people that's going to try you. There's really people that's going to try you. You really have to sit here and like put your foot down and be like, yeah, this is my thing. This is my show. I'm going to run it how I run it. And that's how you got to do it. And thank you for this table talk. And I will actually talk about why I left college athletics, just because of the pay range. But I'm going to save that for another video because I don't want y'all to get discouraged. But like I said, college athletics is like a revolving door. You don't get paid as much as other 9-to-5 jobs. Like college athletics is fun, but you don't get paid as a 9-to-5 job. You get paid like way less. But that's another video for another time. So thank you for watching Terry's Table Talk. I can't wait to see you in the next Table Talk, and I'm sorry for taking so long. I was transitioning into my new job, and you clearly see what has happened because my voice is gone. So deuces.